Hey, thank you for watching my channel. I am Flame Journey. Y'all can probably hear the smile through my voice because I am so, first of all, I get emails all the time, but I want to share this email, right? Um, oh, it's powerful. This is Divine Feminine that she said, I'm going to give you an update slash testimony, and just letting me know what's going on with her connection. I asked her permission, of course, if I could share it. Y'all know I've done something like this before. So I want to share this with you because I know it will help all of you that have manifested or thinking of manifesting the soulmate connection while you wait for your masculine to heal or these two cards at the end. But I'm going to read you the testimony and then we'll pull a couple of cards. I mean, if Spirit says the same. So if this is your first time watching, thank you so much for being here. Please smash that like button, as well as a safe place for you to die, a safe place for you to grow and learn and ascend, right? Those of you who ride with a sister, thank you so much, Sunflowers and Mavericks. I appreciate you guys over on Patreon. I love y'all. I love our Friday night gatherings together. I love, love, love you, okay? So let's get right into the message. So I won't be long. Of course, the names have been changed to protect the innocent. I'll just bleep out the names, but listen to the message. It's so awesome. So here it goes. Hello, Divine Maverick. Hope this email finds you well. I'm writing to not only provide an update, but a testimony. Where do I start? When we last left off, I was entering into relations with my soulmate, blank, which I had reservations about since he is married. However, as we discussed, the marriage is more like a roommate situation. I'm in blank state and he lives in the other state. And he hoped and planned to be out of the house and marriage by March. However, business slowed, which in turn slowed finances, and he remains where he is. To be completely transparent, although the relationship has been good intellectually and physically, I still wrestled with my religious/moral beliefs when it came to our relationship. I'm doing better in that area, not as stringent as I was, but I acknowledge residue and its effect on how I perceive certain things. Nevertheless, I pressed forward to explore outside the box. I took the chance and followed the advice received during my session with you. You said God sent blank to help me while I waited for my twin flame. Honestly, I was so scared, LOL. I sought his face and guidance, meaning God. She sought God's face and guidance the whole way, humbly acknowledging that his ways are above my ways and his thoughts are above my thoughts. Surrendering to the real possibility that all of my steps are ordered and all of this is a part of my journey. Although blank, soulmate rather, revealed to me that his plans for me is marriage, I can't ignore the fact that this is the same pattern that I was in with him before. To refresh the memory, he was dating me while engaged to someone else. I had no idea, then ran off and got married. I found out about it months later and was heartbroken. But God, forgiving him and building a friendship again has been one of the most healing moments in my life. And I'm grateful for how God used something so painful to heal so many areas in both of our lives. I'm going to say that line again because I need y'all to hear that. I am grateful for how God used something so painful to heal so many areas of both of our lives. Then she goes on to say, I'm at a crossroads now, but maybe not so much. My twin flame is back. Can we say suddenly? First, on 2/2/21, he texted to say hello, and a few texts here followed, and leading up to 3/6, when he asked to come and see me. Now, I hadn't seen him in probably a year and a half. Communication was little to none, but he was out of a toxic situation. She means me, y'all. Well, not only is he back, but he has been sharing with me his current journey of awakening. When I tell you it's amazing what God is doing in his life, my mouth is hung open. Speaking of open, in all the years I've known this man, he has never been so raw, transparent, and truthful. The more I talk to him, the more he reveals. He came over last night and was talking about the moon water, and synchronicity of numbers. He saw 11:11 on the clock and asked me if I knew what it meant and started twin flames, daily affirmations, etc. Who is this man? LOL. He keeps a journal, and in the morning, he writes down 3 things he's grateful for and does the same thing before he goes to sleep. He even meditates. My God, my God. He can do a new thing if you let him. He even shared 2 books with me that have helped him along this journey, and he sends me daily affirmations. Wow. I'm so happy for him. He slow walks me through the details of his story. I don't push, but I admit that I'm so honored that he trusts me with such sensitive details. To see him coming into divine order is so beautiful. His humility makes me want to cry when I hear him say that he's doing the work daily and by no means has arrived. I'm excited about getting to know this version of him. In my heart, I think this is the man whom I fell in love with years ago. I love the worst of him because I believe God allowed my spirit to see the best in him. Thank you, Jesus. My prayer has been for a very long time. God, I want who you want for me because you know best. It's so funny how when I stopped fixating on asking God to fix him for me and started asking him to fix him for himself, to be the man God called him to be, and God's purpose for him, fix him for his child, fix him for his future wife and family, walked away from that relationship and any expectation of reconciliation, I essentially let the worm go. And then boom, the butterfly landed on my palm. Amazing. I'm not saying we're back together, but he sure is talking and acting like it, LOL. But I'm going to let it naturally unfold as I continue to live my high vibrational life. My crossroad is the choice between these 2 wonderful men whom I love. But I trust God in his divine timing. Just as I ask, he will let me know without a doubt who he has chosen for me. In my heart, I think I already know, but we'll see. In closing, I'd like to say how venturing outside the box through tarot, who would have thought, prepared me to receive from my twin. Your teaching enlightened me. Thank you. Had I not, I probably would have thought he was a little off as he shared his revelation. My takeaway, God doesn't always make sense. Do what he says anyway. You won't regret it. Blessings to you and hope you're having an amazing weekend. Love and hugs, Divine Feminine. So, you guys. You guys. So many nuggets in that. I'm just going to let you go back and watch the video and listen to the email again. But so many in that. Again, she had manifested a soulmate because her twin flame was not putting in the work, so to say, or doing what he's supposed to do. But we really all know that everything happens in divine timing, and your soulmate, your twin, is supposed to trigger you to heal. They're supposed to do that. But the point is, you have a responsibility, Divine Feminine. You have a responsibility to look deep within. You have a responsibility to go in that closet, that cedar chest, that shadow, darkest part of you, and start to uncover and rifle through all that stuff and see why you do the things you do, why you speak the way you speak, why you act the way you act, why you fear what you fear, why you want what you want. Why, Hermit energy? Why? It's your responsibility. And once you start doing that, then you'll start to see your relationship move forward. Now, again, you heard her say, I have 2 wonderful men to choose from. You see, beloved, there is no scarcity in the universe. Everything is here for you. This earth plane was created for you as like a playground. You have to start seeing it that way. You have to start manifesting from a much lighter place, a much higher state of being, knowing that you're not trying to chase down anything, but you're having it come to you by being in a space of non-resistance and allowing it to come. And if it doesn't come in your timing, that's okay. You need to heal from that ego fear-based action. You need to heal from that because your ego will push, force, prod. Your ego will feed you lies, but your heart will never lie. Your heart will never steer you wrong. And as long as your heart is open and aligned and expanding, you cannot help but create love, loving relationships, loving people, loving situations around you. And then even if things come that are not so good, right? Your heart is so expansive. Your heart is so connected to source, so tuned in, tapped in, turned on, right? That you understand. You see every difficulty as a lesson. as a blessing for your growth, for your ascension, for your healing, for your journey, right? Now, she manifested two wonderful men, or let's say a soulmate, and then her twin was over there doing his work. He was busy awakening, while in the 3D, if she were not in a healed space, she would think, he's ghosting me, he's denying me, he doesn't want me, he's in that marriage, he's going to stay there, he's going to die in that, he wants his kids, he wants everything but you, right? But she didn't do that. Instead, she did her work. Every day she got up and said, today I'm going to be better than I was before. I'm not there yet, but I'm better than I used to be. And I'm not like I used to be. You see, that is the journey. Because if you, whatever you hold on to, whatever you're squeezing the life out of your love, baby girl, you're squeezing the life out of this. You're supposed to create whimsically, magically, fantastically. You know what I mean? You cannot create a blessing or a miracle or something that's going to bring you joy shrouded in fear and pain and resistance. Surrender, release, let go, let God, universe, source, creator, spirit, right? So now her twin flame, who was non-communicative, non-responsive, looked like he wasn't moving, is now sharing his heart with her, sharing his journey, telling her about things he's learned. And who knew, like she said, tarot, what? Who knew that God would use tarot, like cards, right? To help me heal, to help me find my way back, find my way back. And so at the same time, her twin was doing the same thing. You know why? Because she is her twin. She is. You know why? Because it's one soul. And when you let go and surrender and release and enjoy this, and enjoy this journey. I hear that song again. I woke up this morning thank you, Spirit, after I read her email. This is my second time reading. I read it when she sent it, but she sent it about 5 or 6 days ago. And this morning I was awakened and I read it again. It's like I went right to it as I was coming out of my meditation time. And then that song, soon as I stop worrying, wondering how the story ends, I let go and I let God. And if I'm singing it wrong, I'm sorry, but it was like, let go and let God, let go and let God. It was about surrendering, but it kept like reverberating in my spirit. And I was just going about lighting my candles, lighting my incense, getting myself together. You know what I mean? Clearing my energy, doing my work. You know what I mean? And then I just got excited and happy about the collective, because I'm like, man, if I'm feeling this energy this strong, then I know this is what Spirit is saying. This is the continuum. This is where we're going. This is where the momentum is headed. It's headed to union. It's headed to healing, right? So anyway, so her twin was simultaneously doing his work as she was doing her work, because like I said, you are your twin. And now she has choices, options, bountiful, abundant blessings, more than enough, or as the scripture says, exceeding abundantly above all that she could ask or think. And she even says, I'm going to let God choose for me. That's her space, and that's fine, because that's a truth, because we are divine. We are a spark of the divine mind. Therefore, we are divinity. So yes, she is going to consult herself and her source, a higher mind, a higher energy, that created all things, and of which she is a part of all of that, right? She is going to wait and breathe through it and ask the question, Virgo, hermit energy, ask the question. Because when you ask the right question, then Spirit will give you the right answer. When you center yourself and say, what is for my highest good? In other words, what do you want from me? What do you want for me? What is the best thing for me to do at this time? That's consulting the higher mind, right? And she said, I have a feeling I already know. You know why she has a feeling she already knows? Because she does. Because her choice is going to be the choice that aligns with most closely to who she is. That's who her choice is going to be. I'm not going to say that on this video, but that's who her choice is going to be. The one that aligns most closely to who she is. Because when she chooses this between these two people that love her dearly and are treating her equally, so much so that it is almost difficult to decide, she would choose the one that closely aligns with her because it'll be her choosing herself. Choose yourself, divine feminine. And you will never go wrong in anything that you're dealing with in your relationship. Make sure you choose what is best for you, because when you do that, you choose what is best for them. What turned over? Resolving conflict. Look at that. Who's that for? Resolving conflict. And look at this feminine energy reaching out to this masculine energy. You see, this is you being open and receptive and trying to heal the breach, right? Y'all hear my dogs running in the room. I'm sorry. And this is the divine masculine in a cave. Look at the darkness around him in a cave. But he's got the green heart. He's got the green shirt on. Archangel Raphael is here on the scene. And just simply saying she's trying to get him to open his heart. And she's using her heart space and all the colors, all her creativity, all her passions and desires, all of her patience, compassion, understanding, empathy, love, right? To send that love to him to resolve the conflict. Because when you stop fighting the relationship, stop fighting or judging or criticizing your masculine, the conflict will resolve. Because when you're fighting and judging and criticizing your masculine energy, you're fighting and criticizing and judging yourself. Give your masculine energy room and space to grow and breathe. And then he will stand up. You see, he's seated. I want to say seated and sitting. That was funny. Wow. I'm sure there was a message in that, but that's how you will resolve the conflict. Give me one more. And this is the space you need to be in, divine feminine. I'm going to close with this. Got it. Thank you. Svadaya. What is this? This is my yogic deck, so I have to look it up, you guys. But I love this deck because of its, not only its beauty, but the messages. This is about yoga. I'm almost there. Hold on, guys. Forgive me. Thank you for your patience. Yes, it's about self-study. Wow. I should have known that. It almost looks like a butterfly. You'll see it. I see a bunch of orbs. There's an eye here. There is also a book here. But this card is about self-study. Wow, there's an eye up here too. Just look at the card. All right. So it says, we were each born with a book of infinite wisdom, stories, inventions, and emotions. This book is our own consciousness. If we take the path of truly studying the self, we will never become bored with our feelings. Oh, wow. Actually, the word is findings. Wow. We will never become bored with our findings. That message was for feelings. Don't be bored with your feelings. All right. Instead of trying to acquire more information, take the focus inward. We said that. Hermit energy, Virgo, all over the place. There are cosmoses in your consciousness you have yet to venture into that have more beauty than any artwork, more mystery than your favorite thriller, more magnificence than all earthly creations. However, the passport required to reach these vistas is stillness. Through withdrawing from external stimulus, you can move into the true stimulus, the world inside and beyond you. It also says, who are you? It may sound like an abrupt question, but it's one you should be asking yourself every day. When we don't ask ourselves who we are, we take on versions of ourselves that other people sized us for. In truth, you are not your personality. That is a temporary and ever-changing facade you use to interact with the outside world. This is the time to go deeper into the very nature of the self. This self is beyond personality quizzes or even doshes. This self is the infinite soul, one that exists across experiences, bodies, personalities, and even lifetimes. Regain touch with this deep-seated self by doing things that make you forget who you are. Meditate, dance, chant mantras, spend time immersed in nature, move past the mind. You will notice your personality quickly shifts and anchors into your truth when you reunited with your soul. That's what this card is about. Reuniting with your soul will help you resolve the conflict inside of yourself. When you resolve the conflict inside of yourself, you will come into union or balance with your 3D person. Take this woman's testimony as an example. Okay? Her higher vibration attracted someone that could love her equally with the passion that she loved them, right? Well, with the same passion of the love that she had gained through introspection, through self-study, healing and growing. And now the very thing that she wants her even more, and also sharing a similar path that was taken that she had no idea was going on. Keep your faith and your hope. Have faith in your dreams, Divine Feminine. You're almost there. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Till we meet again, take care of yourselves and each other. Anything you need from me can be found in the description box below. Love and Light sessions are my personal readings. I call them Love and Light sessions because it's more like your soul being vacuumed out. And that's more what it's like. We just have to have a nice little chat. So Love and Light session, you can book all that. Go to my website. I appreciate you guys. I don't take your time for granted. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.